Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts, and hopefully I can get through today's video without having a coughing fit. And I'm not sick at all. I don't know what happened yesterday, but anyways, today I have two beautiful fall cards to show you, and I'm going to be showing you a double Z fold technique. And then I'm going to show you how to make this cute little 3D pumpkin using the pumpkin punch from the Harvest Hellos bundle. So this is just made using designer series paper, and we're going to make that. So let's get started. So I have two different papers I've chosen, but both papers are from the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. And I've used this one for this little pumpkin, and we're going to use this one for the Cajun Craze card we're making, and these two for the other mint macaron card that we're making. Hi Lynn. I don't know what happened yesterday because I wasn't sick. I just had this episode. I don't know. It was so weird because as soon as I got off camera, I was fine. Anyhow, just a reminder about the breast cancer fundraiser that I have coming up. You get all the materials to make 4 cards, and oh, there's the other one. Everything cut, prepped, ready. You also receive the stamp set, so you'll have the sentiments so that you can go ahead and stamp. The colors combinations might be different, just so I can have enough paper. You also get this bonus card, which is so pretty. You get 2 meters of 3 types of ribbon: the snowflake ribbon, which is iridescent, the sheer pool party, and this polka dot tulle. You get gems, you get snowflakes, you get little stars, and you get a quarter pack of the designer series paper, and you can use that afterwards for cards, and 2 pieces of 6x6 of the glimmer paper, which is a quarter pack. That's the stamp set that you get with it. And you can add on the die cuts to make it a bundle. The base price is $75. With the bundle, it's $115. I've paid for tax and shipping on all the products. It's a very good deal, actually. No, hi Wanda. Hi Diane. I don't know what it was. It was a moment, you know. So that's coming up. Also, Paper Pumpkin. Sign up by the 10th, and I think it's the 9th today, is it? Or the 8th? Anyways, it's almost the 10th. So you need to sign up by the 10th to get this really cute pumpkin, Paper Pumpkin. That's the theme. And if you're interested in getting a discount on your products, I'd love to have you join my team of Pinery Paper Pals. I was busy this morning getting their make and take packets ready for them. I don't want to show it online because some of them are online and then they'll see it and it's going to be secret. But after I give it to them, I'll show you. We get together on Zoom now. We used to get together locally, but we get together on Zoom and we have fun. We talk about what's new and Stampin' Up, and then we craft together. It's very fun, low pressure. And also the Christmas extravaganza is coming up. Early bird registration ends September 20th, and you get a free stamp set if you register early. All right, commercials are over. On to our projects. So I have the measurements here, but I will post them. I think I'm behind on my blog posts, but that's because I've been busy getting ready. I've also been busy prepping for Fall Stamp Camp, which is not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. And the projects are so cute. And there's lots of little goodies in your bag. And I will show everyone else what's in it afterwards because I don't want to ruin the surprise. Just so you'll know what's included when I do a class to go. And anyone who's on here who's done my classes to go, maybe you can comment. But I think they're a good deal. And they're lots of fun. Card base. So we've done long way. 4 1/4 by 11. Scored at 5 1/2 and 8 1/4. another piece. I've used the same color. You could use a coordinating color. So this piece is 3 1/4 by 10, scored at 4 1/2 and 7 1/4. So those are our two base pieces. And then we have some designer series paper, a large piece, 4 by 5 1/4, and this is actually the back of this one. Then we have another piece that is 4 1/4 by 3, and then a smaller piece that is 3 by 2 1/2. Now be careful, because I did this wrong the first time when I cut it so that the pumpkins were sideways, is what I'm saying. So make sure that when you're thinking about the measurements, if you have pattern that you want right side up, which not all paper is like that. For instance, this one, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you think about it before you cut it, because I did have to recut this piece. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla, same size as this one, which is 3 by 2 1/2. And I'll post the measurements for this. I'll post it on the blog, on the Facebook. I can't do that till after I've gone live. All right, we're going to start out putting this piece in the back. So this is how you fold it in half and fold it back, like I do my other Z fold cards when I do them portrait style. This is landscape. So we'll go ahead and add glue. Oh my gosh, gluing over top of these gorgeous pumpkins is hard. All right, oops, I kind of bent that there. This paper is cool. It looks like you've just splattered it with your ink, which is kind of cool. And I'm making the same card design twice because sometimes it's easier when you've seen it twice to remember how to do it. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put all the pieces onto this piece. So this piece is going to go on the front. And it's cut just a 1/4 inch smaller. Then it's going to go again in here. I could put this one on, but I think I'll stick with the pumpkins showing. It's kind of the theme of this card. So I'm lining it up so that the tops are the same. And then our little piece of Very Vanilla. So that's going to go right there. So you can see how this is going to go. Now, what we want to do first, so that we get this on the way we want it, is I'm going to glue the front piece and then I'll glue the back, because I want this centered. You could even add another layer with the same color and emboss it, but I don't know, it's already got a lot going on. So I'm going to put glue. I know if I put it halfway, I'm good, because it's actually a little bit less than halfway. So there I put some glue. Make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm going to center this and make sure it's straight and press down. And hopefully, yeah. So you want to make sure that obviously there's no glue there. So then this piece, oh, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Mary Jo came to pick up her new Big Shot. No, her Stampin' Die Cut machine. So, hope I did that right. And I was supposed to put it on the porch and I forgot. So, you can see how I put adhesive on the back. I just fold it over. And there we go. Isn't it cute? I love this fold. All right, so now for our little greeting and embellishment. So this is from the Tasteful Labels dies. I believe. Then I've gone ahead and cut some of the pumpkins from the Gathered Leaves dies. I've used these dies all this week. So I just die cut a few of the pumpkins out. And then I also fussy cut some of the pumpkins out of the paper. This paper. I just took a little scrap and fussy cut some pumpkins out. So I'm going to kind of layer them up so that the gold ones are in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, but I think I'll pop it up. Yeah, it's the other one that I want to. And where are my big dimensionals? So, just going to use up these little scraps that I have. If you haven't seen the new Stampin' Cut machine, it's really nice. I'll show you maybe mine tomorrow. It's really pretty. So I'm going to center this. I could have maybe used a smaller one, but oh well. I did want to add all these little pumpkins to it, so maybe I'll add some up there and some down here. This one's kind of big though. I was thinking of doing the big gold one and then a little one behind. And then I have die cuts of these ones as well. Or maybe I'll just do a regular one and then some of the little ones. My idea was to have like a little collection of them. And then pop some of them up. Ooh. Kind of like that. All right, I'm going to use glue dots. If you knew how messy my desk was right now, I'm certainly not doing a show you my craft room video right now. Oh, I actually know where they are. I had a helper over yesterday helping me, Molly, work on some of the fall stamp camp stuff, and so we had taken some stuff to the kitchen. All right, I need my little pokey tool. Sometimes I find the dots don't stick very well to the back of the foil, so you kind of sometimes you have to use them, just use a tool. So I'm just putting the gold behind to kind of accent it. And then, let's see if I'm a liar. No, yeah, see, it didn't stick. You could use Stampin' Seal for this step. So now I'm going to put this one, and then I'm going to pop up the next one, just to give it a bit of variety. Ooh, I lost it. It's hard to see. All right, I'll use a little dimensional. And we'll pop this one up. And you could have taken the stamps and done some background stamping, but I don't know, I think it's pretty like that. I want to put a bow on though. You know me and my bows. Gold, I think I'll use gold. I've got more gold. And this one is gold. The next paper that we're using is more copper. So I'm just going to add a little bow to the pumpkin. Grab a glue dot. This is a really cute card design, actually. Now, which pumpkin? I think I'll add it to the big gold pumpkin. You could have added it to, I could have added it to this one. I don't know. And then maybe I'll take this little pumpkin and put it right in here. Just because I went to the trouble of cutting it out. There. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love the design. I saw it online. Another demonstrator had used it. Okay, so that's the Cajun Craze. And now we're going to do it the same card in Mint Macaron. So for this one, I actually didn't, I don't know why I decided to do this on camera, but I decided to show you how to score, just in case you don't know. So I like using my scoring tool. And so we're going to score this one at 5. Of course, I put the sticky right where I'm scoring it. 5.5 and 8 1/4. And we're scoring this one at 4.5 and 7 1/4. Okay, so sometimes when you hear that you have to score something, it sounds complicated, but not if you have the proper tools. Okay, so this is our base. So I'm just gonna, you know exactly what I'm doing because I just did it on the last card. So we're gonna just fold this back. Same thing with this one. Fold once, fold it back, and all right, we're gonna add this beautiful foil paper. But look at the back, it's so pretty too. Oh, it's so hard to decide. I must say their paper is just so beautiful. Whoever designs it should get a raise. And it matches. The thing I love most about Stampin' Up! Products is how everything coordinates. You know, it says on the back of the paper what colors it coordinates with. So if it says it coordinates with Mint Macaron, you know it's going to coordinate with Mint Macaron. Because honestly, if you just say I need some green, then there's, I don't know how many shades of green we have. A lot. I actually have a little color thing. Like, look at all the shades of green we have. So to know which ones coordinate, Stampin' Up! Does it all for you. Oh, Wanda, yeah, you needed to buy a new one. No question. All right, now let me do this properly. So, because when I first saw this, I was thinking it was going to go this way, which is another way you can do it, but it actually goes this way. So let's take this piece and get it all set. So we have our piece of coordinating. So this, for this piece, I'm using the leaves, and there is kind of an up and down. Oops. There we go. In here we'll go this piece. And the hound's tooth on the back is really nice too. Although I don't know if I could put glue on this. Just don't know if I could do it. I'm going to open it up because I really want it to line up with the top of that paper. And we have our little piece again. And the measurements are right here. If you want to take a screenshot or jot them down. There we go. So cute. So again, I'm going to put glue on the back of this one. And not quite halfway. Pull in my card base and center it. I think if I made it again, I might add an embossed piece here. I don't know. So hopefully this is straight. All right, good to go. Got stuff all over. I use the same frame, honestly, because I had extras from cutting out from card class. No, from my team meeting. And I took the woven ribbon and I cut it in half because I find it's quite big. This bow is quite big, so I just cut it in half. And it's pretty good for not fraying, I say now. Let's see, after I tie the bow, if it still looks pretty. Maybe not. Well, it has that vintage look. Okay. Let me try the other piece. it actually looked pretty good. It's hard to tie a bow without pulling at it. This idea may be a fail. It sounded good. Okay. This is if you like the messy bow look, which, if I've gone to all the trouble of making this beautiful card, I do not like. Next. So let's move back to our copper. I was trying not to use all of this because I don't have a lot left and I need it for my fall stamp camp. It's on back order, so I have some ordered, but anyhow, it's all good. Okay, so I have these little elements. This one and this one are from the poinsettia die set. Awesome, awesome set. And then these ones are from Flourishing dies that we've had around for a while. So these are just little ends and pieces that I had. So I thought I did have, originally I was going to do a 3D pumpkin on here, and then I decided, no, I've done enough pumpkins. So this one could be not for a fall card specifically, it just could be a friendship card, because I chose your friendship is something I know I can count on. So pretty. That's from the Love of Leaves stamp set. This one's I might tuck under. And then this one I could put on top because I am going to add the bow. And now that I'm adding the metallic bow, it's a little smaller. Okay, let's go ahead and put these two under here. So I want this one first. Let's see if the glue dot will stick. And I am going to pop it up with dimensionals, but I want to do this part first. Then this piece, and I'm making sure that I'm not going above the top of my card, which I have a bad habit of doing. If we send it more that way, that's better. I like that. All right, it seems to have just stuck to the other glue dot. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll make sure I put my dimensionals so that it's covering these. Oops. So that they don't move quite as much. Voila! Yeah, my theory didn't work. I know, wide ribbons are, but the thing is it comes together with this one. And this one is so beautiful. I wish they had separate packs because I've gone through I don't know how many of this. I find the wide ribbons are better for packaging and things like that, not cards. It's kind of big for a card, I'll be honest. So I'm glad I saved you some money by knowing that you probably shouldn't buy it if you're thinking of cutting it in half. It is very beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so I'm just thinking something like that. I'll put this one on first because I'll make sure it doesn't go too high. And I'm putting the glue dot at the bottom. I can add more later if I want, but it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I'll put it, I like when it frames the message like that. And then I'm going to add this one and then the bow. Just wondering if I need all of that, but I'm just going to use it all. I was wondering if I should cut some of it off, make it not quite so big. But now I'm making sure that this one doesn't go over top. All right, now we'll do a quick little bow. Last year they had I think it was a bronze ribbon. This one, no, I don't have it. I used it on something. It was really pretty. And you could fray it, and it was great. Okay, so now, me and my bows. Gotta make sure it's not covering up my greeting. So I'm just gonna try to move it the way I want it, or just put it like that. There, that's good. All right. So here's our 2 cards. Look how pretty that is. Oh, oops. We do need to adhere this, I think. So really, we just fold the card. I know it's upside down, but... And I could add some gems or something here. All right, if you insist. This one could get gold. Let's look. But this one I think would need the gilded gems. So these are my gold. And I'm not sure where the gilded ones are, so we're just going to use gold. So pretty. It really does add just a little element that perhaps was missing. And you know me, can't just do 2. I think for this one I'll maybe... There. All right, so those are the 2 cards for today. And now I'm going to show you how to make this little pumpkin. So double Z fold cards. So I'll just leave these here. Here's the measurements if you want. Okay, so I've gone ahead and punched all this out. I'm just going to assemble. Now I did make this one ahead of time because I couldn't remember how many pumpkins I used. So for this one, I used 10. So 10 pumpkins cut out with the punch. I also cut the stem and the leaf out with gold, and to get it so that you can have them back to back, you have to cut them so that the first time you cut it out with the gold foil up, and then you flip it over and cut your next one, because otherwise they'll be both exact same, and they do turn, so you need to have them opposites, if that makes sense. I think the leaf is pretty symmetrical, but of course you get the leaf cut out as well, so it doesn't matter. So all you do is you fold them all in half, which I've done. Oh no, I didn't do that. I should have. So fold them in half. So I'm using 2 kinds of paper. This one and this one, the ones we used in this card. So let me just do this quickly. Sometimes I like to show you how I do things, but I don't think I really needed to show you this 10 times. But chat amongst yourselves. It's a cool day today. I think the high here is only 16. It has that fall crispness in the air for sure. Does make it nice for sleeping though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate. For this one I used all the same designer series paper. This one I'm going to alternate between the 2 kinds I've chosen. And you can actually put as many on there as you want. Okay, I have my little tendrils already done, so you don't have to watch me do that again. Okay, I'm using Stamp and Seal. Use whatever your little heart desires. Make sure you put one near the middle seam and one near the outer seam. For the first couple, I line them up here, but then it gets too bulky. So just flip it over, add some snail or stamp and snail. Oh, just let me, did I do it right? Yes. I already forgot about the pattern. Leaves, lines, so now we need leaves, so we know it's this one because it's the opposite one of the one I had before. So again, for the first few I do this, but then it gets too thick and you start seeing the edges. So seal, and you can decide how big you want it. You could add more than 10. If you're making a lot of them, I don't think I would, but so now I'm going to go with this one. Now I'm just going to place them on top, because if I do what I was doing before, you can start seeing the seams. So I don't know what number we're at, but now I need the brown one. It does have a top and a bottom, so make sure that you're putting, well, the bottom is kind of flat. It is easy to get off. Like that one was a bit lower than it should have been. But I mean, it's a little paper pumpkin. It's not life-altering or anything. Okay, so I'm making sure that it's, can you see that? It's lined up. Back to the leaves. So you can see how you're getting a spine like you would see in a book. See how if I kept doing it this way, then this one is way lower than that one. So this is just as easy. Almost done. Oopsie. I want to show you the trick before you glue the last one together, before you glue your book together. I made a bunch of these last year with different paper because we didn't have this paper. And they're fun to do. You could do mint macadam and then a piece of designer series paper, or you could use all cardstock and have them, or I could do one like this in the pattern paper and then one in cardstock and have them sitting on the table. Okay, so I'm just lining it up. All right, I'm at the end. So before I go any further, I just fan it out in half. It doesn't have to exactly be in half. Then I'm going to put glue. Oh, I haven't glued together my leaf and my stem. Okay, I'm going to do that. I should have done that off camera because that was dumb. Anyways, here's my little stem. If you can get some seal on there. Take your other stem without wrecking it. Line them up. All right, so they're lined up. They're good to go. So I started to put seal just at the top here. I'm going to add my stem where I think I want it. I'm not going to press it down really hard because I'm not sure. I want it as high as I can. And then my little leaves. Again, just put them together. Now this one, you want to make sure that it's, I'm just going to do a little test. See, when I close it, it's right on top of that. That's not what I want. Try putting it over here. No, where did I do it this morning? Let's add the tendrils. I'm thinking about this where I put it this morning because I can't remember. Or not even this morning. It wasn't long ago I made the original. So I'm going to put one tendril over here and the other one where I have the leaf right now. Oh, I do have it on the same side. The trick is put your leaf pretty high. And your tendril doesn't really matter. We're going to rearrange the tendrils. Okay, good enough. You'll get the idea. So I've just gone ahead and put stamp and seal on the whole rest of it. Ugh. Now you just kind of push them together, but I'm looking to make sure that I line up here because I don't want to see the inside of the paper. Alrighty, that looks good. And now I'm just going to kind of adjust my stem. I just actually pulled it over, and the tendrils need a little adjusting as well. Okay, so then you just kind of fan it out. Make sure some of them are kind of stuck together because the glue gets on the edge. So just kind of fan it out and then just kind of rearrange your little tendrils wherever you want them. And there we go. Oh God, I just pulled the stem out. There we go. All right, so there we have our two little pumpkins. I think these need a little re-curling. I'll just take my paintbrush again. There we go. So if it does get uncurled because you've manhandled it like I just did, just take your whatever you have that's really skinny, skinnier than a pen or a pencil for these little tiny ones. There, that looks better. All right, so now we have our little 3D pumpkins, and we have one to match each card. So this one matches this card, and this one matches this card. Aren't they cute? That'd be so fun to give to someone, because what's cool about it is that you can fold it flat to mail it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you want to mail that to someone with this little card, now it is a bit thick, so you might have to add an extra stamp or something, but how cute would that be? Love it. All right, I got through today without having a coughing fit, which is good because I actually do not have a cough. So that's my card and pumpkin for today. I'm just wondering, when you're looking down at it, if you can see how cute it is. It's so cute. So cute. So that's the apple/pumpkin punch. It's in the catalog still. It carried over from last year. It was a bundle last year. It does come with a stamp set that is this one, Harvest Hellos. So it's got some cute little sentiments. You can make actual pumpkins and apples, but I tend to use it more for 3D things, and it's because it's perfectly symmetrical, so it's great. Thank you, Wanda. That's so sweet of you. Aren't they cute, Lynn? Wouldn't that be cute to have? I did this last year. So to make, if you're having people over for Thanksgiving, or even if maybe you're sending someone something for Thanksgiving, to have these at the tables and then have a little banner sticking out with their name on it, or thankful for you, or give thanks, or something like that. I just think that would be so pretty. All right. Thank you for joining me today. As always, if you want to subscribe to my email, go to mariannecowan.com. When I make when I make blog posts from my videos, I include all the measurements, and I will definitely do a blog post for this one, just because these are so cute. And I will put the measurements up on the Facebook page, just in the description. But I will do that later when I get home, because as soon as I hop off this call, I'm going to do my team deliveries of make and takes for tomorrow. And they're so cute. You're going to love them. We're making a little box and a little card. So if you think you might be interested in joining my team, there's a join now button on my blog. I always appreciate it when you like or share my videos. And I also do post them to YouTube if that's easier for you to find them there. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Lynn. We do have fun on our team. It's very non-threatening, just really people who love to craft and enjoy getting a discount on their products. So, yep, so that's what I'm doing. I'm heading out to Barrhaven for stop number 1. And I will show you on Friday what we made at our team meeting, because I don't want to show you because I don't want them to see it beforehand. But maybe we will make it on Friday because it's a really cute project. All right, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone.